All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Welcome to your daily dose of your man Jay Will. So this time it's 2 months in with my Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. I believe I got this at the end of I think I got it at the end of January, and I think I put the video out at the beginning of February, something like that. But it has officially been 2 months with this thing, and I am so happy with this phone. I faithfully used this all the way through, straight through, no testing with this. I do testing on phones, but I didn't remove this SIM card, basically. This is the main SIM card I use for my family and everything else. So this is my 2-month review of this phone, and it is absolutely fantastic. So if you're wondering about the stand, some of you guys are asking about the stand. This is my Rinky stand. This is actually a tablet / big phone stand. I've got a video up on that, or you can go straight to Rinky's website and you'll see the stand. However, this phone is freaking awesome. So 2 months in, do I have a con? Absolutely not. I like the S21, so I knew I would like this phone. So when I first got this phone, I went into settings and I went to display, and I turned on, I made sure I made sure that it was set to adaptive for the 120 hertz, and then I made sure the phone was set to vivid, and then I made sure the phone was set to quad HD, and it has never left those settings. It doesn't come set with the quad HD turned on. It comes pretty much with 1080p. So I think it's pretty interesting that they do that. But nonetheless, I went right in there and I turned those on because I think that's just the best way to do it. So, how's the phone been? Well, it's been absolutely fantastic. The Snapdragon 888 is probably, it's really not that much different from the 865, but you have processors out there like the 870, and even I think it's the 875 too. Those don't get any shine, but they're going to be just as good as this phone right here. Just as good. Now, if you see, there's a whole bunch of media consumption. These are my paid services here. Pluto and Peacock aren't paid, and Tubi aren't paid, but all the other ones are paid. And I enjoy every bit of my paid services. Every last bit of it. So I used to have like Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff on the front here. I just removed that because this is a media consumption king. This is a great phone for shooting video. I've been testing out the 100 times zoom and the 30 times zoom a lot more, and I've been happy to report that it's actually pretty crisp when you're shooting 100 times zoom or you're doing a 30 times zoom. Now, I recommend that you don't go any farther than 30 times zoom. 30 times zoom is super crisp, and you will be impressed with the photo that comes out of it. If you just really need to get something that's far away, you should be able to handle it with this phone. 30 times zoom is absolutely good. 100 times zoom is definitely doable. You'll be able to see what you see, but you might want to stick with 30 times zoom. Now, as far as videos go, I normally shoot a lot of videos with my Z Fold 2. I'm still enjoying this phone, and it's just actually, I'm kind of bummed out that I don't use this like as a phone regularly, like phone calls. I can put another SIM card in to use it as my secondary, but I use a OnePlus as a secondary, and I use my Google as well, and then I actually have another AT&T line that I use. So, but this phone right here, I've actually been using it for a lot of video footage on the channel. Stupendous. So, as far as cameras go, check that off the box. It's ridiculous. As far as the display goes, check that off the box. It's ridiculous. Let me see here. Oh, you know what? My man just dropped a video. He just dropped a video. Look at how crispy he is sitting in front of the camera right there. My man LaShawn getting busy on him. He's switching to that Xiaomi thing. So look at how crispy and beautiful this footage comes across. The screen is just beautiful. You don't really notice that little punch hole camera over there. At least I don't. I don't even focus on anything in the display. I don't focus on it anymore. I'm just enjoying the phone, man. That's all I'm doing. And he is definitely on board. I gotta finish watching this after the fact. But he is definitely on board with that beautiful display. Shout out to my man, holla at your boy Deshaun. That dude has been rocking with me probably for at least 5 to 10 years, probably. I don't even know. It's been a long time. So when he started his channel, I was so happy. Sip of coffee for my man LaShawn. So the display is beautiful. I suggest that you set it at 1440 and leave it at 120 hertz. You'll be super happy with yourself. It's super fluid, and you're going to get beautiful content out of it when you're watching whatever you're watching. Now, as far as the software goes, the software experience is going to be whatever the software experience is. You're going to have, shout out to my man Grant S, T Frank, my man Mark up there. You're going to have tons of social media going on with this phone, because why? It can do it. It can do it. The performance on here is just ridiculous, man, for social media. I don't think you'll be disappointed when it comes to social media on here. You should be more than happy with your experience on here. Sometimes I have like 5 to 6 apps open at one time, and they all go, they're all back, especially when I'm gaming or something like that. They're in the background, they're running smooth. The phone just runs smooth. And that goes along with the processor too and the RAM inside. But your performance with social media and just the way you use the phone, you should be totally happy with this. This is more than enough phone. And I like that Samsung has 3 levels of this phone. They have what they would call like a smaller version and a mid-size version. And this is a full-size version. So having 12 gigs of RAM in here, and then couple that with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery is dope. It's freaking dope. My battery life has always been good. Let's see, go down here to battery. Here. As you can see, I'm averaging, I get a day on every charge. I get at least a day on every charge. I do. I just took it off the charge a little while ago. So a full charge should last about a day and 5 hours. Those are real world, honest battery uses for me. And that's the truth. So I don't know. I must have been doing something around this day. I was out with family or something. I don't know. But normally you'll see a straight line across. And today's the 25th. So you'll see a straight line across. The battery is good. I only use power saving mode when I'm getting ready to go into something like I don't want to take a phone charger or something like that, and I want it to just have the phone in my pocket. That's it. So battery life, folks, 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Even with this powerhouse processor in the high resolution display, you're still getting a ton of battery out of this thing, and you should be extremely happy with it. Now, tackle battery life. Another thing about this phone I want to talk about briefly is customizing the phone. So I have this default Samsung way on here, but I also sometimes I switched it to I switched the launcher to my favorite launcher picks. I had to do this. This is just a sweet way to just view the phone as well. I like customizing the icons and stuff like that. And the reason I switch it to this sometimes is because I don't really like Samsung's icon packs too much. I don't really like these too much. They're okay, but being able to customize your icons with whatever you want, putting any kind of icon pack on there, that's what I enjoy. And Orders is my favorite icon pack, which is why that's the only one I have downloaded. I purchased a lot of icon packs, and Orders is definitely my favorite. The round one costs, but the square one is free. So how have I been protecting my phone? I've been using lately the Rinky Onyx. This has just been, to me, this is like the best case you can buy for any phone today. The Rinky Onyx has made a comeback. I actually like this better than the Fusion X Camo. And the Fusion X Camo is a great case, but this one right here has way more grip than the Fusion X Camo, and it's going to give you the same drop protection. Now, as far as my screen goes, I have a tempered glass on here from Whitestone Dome, and I have a little chip up top right here. I don't know how I got that, but it's not enough to warrant me to, and you probably didn't even notice until I pointed that out, but it's not enough to warrant me to take off this one and replace it with something else. Now, I do have more of these Whitestone Domes, and I also have some regular screen protectors that are like the plastic ones. So I'm thinking about going matte on here. I'm not sure yet. I'm still undecided on that. So overall, folks, when you see a follow or view, it's just a discussion for me of how the phone has been performing for me, how much I like it, what do I dislike about it. If I had a con, it would definitely be that the phone is kind of big at times, and if I'm out and about for a long period of time, I want something small in my pocket, so I'll switch. I'm wanting to switch over to something small. My S21, I went on ahead and got rid of it because I was so in love with this one, and I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and get rid of it. It was worth getting rid of in order to get this one. It's dusty. It's in the case all the time. But yeah, this phone, as you notice, I don't have a skin on it. It doesn't require a skin. It's such a beautiful phone. I didn't want to cover up that matte black. I just think it was just would have been wrong. The in-screen fingerprint reader is still blazing fast. When I put this tempered glass on there, I didn't delete my fingerprints like they say to do sometimes. I actually added the same fingers again, so now it looks like I have 4 in there. But it's really fast. So the screen protector does have a little chip on the side there, but it's perfectly fine. I love watching media content on here. I love taking photos with this, shooting video, everything. You can shoot video on this and send it straight to YouTube. I've done it a million times, and that's what I do with my Z Fold 2. Sometimes I'll shoot a video and send it straight to YouTube if I don't really have or edits that I want to do, or you know, I've got something I want to change on it possibly. So there you have it, man. Almost 2 months, basically roughly 2 months with this beautiful phone. I highly recommend it, man. I got mine at such a good price. It was on sale for what, $950, and then I got $800 off for a trade-in on this one, and then I got $850 off on a trade-in for the silver one. So I got these for pennies on the dollar, basically. Oh, I gave up phones, but they were phones that I didn't pay for. So full-time profit for me. I got these phones for pennies on the dollar, but I was still going to buy them anyway, whether I could do a trade-in or not. But nonetheless, I recommend the S21 Ultra. It is one of the most ultimate phones you can buy from Samsung. But with all that said, I still don't know if I like it better than my Z Fold 2. I'm waiting for the Z Fold 3 to drop, and I hope Samsung really brings it. Give me some new hardware. Give me, slim it down or something. Do something, Samsung, to make me buy that phone. If not, I would definitely rock out with this one, because I definitely don't have $2,000 to give to a cell phone. My limit is about $1,000, and that's too high, because I have so many phones out there that I already know that I don't need to spend that kind of money. But for the sake of giving you content, and plus it ain't just for you, I enjoy it. You know, even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I probably would still buy some of these expensive phones. But reality is, I do it because I want to and I like it. I love all the latest tech, and I can continue to be like that for as long as I can, man. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. Roughly 2 months later with the S21 Ultra, this is, in fact, an Ultra. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.